me a minute here. There we go. Live session is good. We are going live. I have way too many damn DMs in here to try to figure out where the hell I'm going. Okay. So there we are. So of course, let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Quite a lot I want to talk about in current trade setup, what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with Ethereum, what's going on with HBAR, Doge, everything. Awesome. Thanks, Shah. So let's start off with Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and dive in. So right now on Bitcoin, we are looking for an all-time high break again. We have our resistance level, of course, around 89.9. We had a small wick to around 90.3, so not a bad scalp. Obviously, you know, in terms of expectations, I feel like a lot of people are now starting to look for more and more, and that's something I want to talk about in the later video. But what we're paying attention to as of right now is the 89,900 mark. If Bitcoin ends up breaking above that zone, we most likely will see one last squeeze opportunity into 94,000. But of course, there's a psychological level of 100,000. This is a big psychological level. And I've talked about this before as well, is a lot of folks back in the day, of course, mentioned that Bitcoin 50,000, Bitcoin 25,000, 75,000, and then, of course, 100,000. These psychological levels also cause quite a bit of panic because a lot of folks will start panicking in those level structures, or of course believing in them a little too hard, and the market ends up reversing and never really gets close to that. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can remember there's a lot of coins out there that have gotten close. For example, Doge. I remember back in the day of the previous all-time high, a lot of folks were at 72 cents were screaming, I'll sell everything at $1, just get to $1. At 72 cents, it nuked and never came back down. And that's exactly why I'm telling you guys once again, is keep your expectations serious. Yes, 100,000 doesn't seem too far away. Of course, it's a psychological level, but just be ready for some insane volatility that if it were to happen. Now, looking on Ethereum, this is something I want to talk about. Yesterday, of course, we saw a retest of 34.11. Now, in the Telegram, I mentioned to you the 34.11 is the next major resistance. If we end up breaking this structure right here on 33.93, wick high broke, we saw a massive squeeze into 34.41 and then a strong rejection. Right now, though, Ethereum is not in a trade zone. Even though we have hit the 20 exponential moving average, we are now trading in between the levels. It is not a confirmation for us to be looking for a long position on Ethereum, and there's a few reasons why. Number one, you can see that we have an indecisive candle. So we have a candle going both from the upside and the downside, not once, but 3 times. That's showing that, of course, the market is in a neutral standpoint. Number two, the exponential moving averages have now gone sideways. The reason why last week we made so much money was because it was very easy. Every single time the market broke wick high, we were using the exponential moving averages as support. We were continuing on long positions. Right now, though, the market is going sideways, and this is probably the area where a lot of you guys are going to lose a lot of money. And the reason for that is because of the fact that you are going to be bored, you are going to hunt positions, or of course, you're going to force trades. It's okay not to be in a trade. Not being in a trade is also a trade. And right now, that's exactly what I'm expecting on Ethereum. I didn't talk about Ethereum today in Telegram for that sole reason. A lot of you guys have been asking me, Pingu, can we long Ethereum? Can we long Ethereum? Guys, if there is a long position on Ethereum, I will tell you. But right now is not a long position on Ethereum, unless, of course, we break wick high. But even if we break wick high, the wick high is at 3,400. We're currently trading at 3,200. The question, of course, becomes is how would it be a validated swing position then? In order for us to have a swing position, there's a few things that we have to consider. Number one, we have to be trading above our exponential moving averages. Number two, on the daily time frame, we have to test at least the 9 or the 20 EMA as well. You can see on the daily, we have not yet tested either of them. They actually fall within the $2,900 range as of right now. I wouldn't be looking for a swing position here on Ethereum until that daily time frame ends up catching up, or of course we start seeing some sort of fluctuation towards the downside. Right now, not interested in Ethereum. We traded Ethereum with the elections. We made a lot of money from Ethereum. Right now is not a time to be giving it back to the market. XRP, thank you very much, Taser. I gave this trade to you guys on Telegram. There are other trade opportunities happening right now other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, and XRP was one of them. You guys already know me. I hate XRP. I'm not a fan of XRP because XRP moon boys out here think this coin's going to $500. It's not. Reality check. But looking at XRP, we can't, regardless of, and I've talked about this before, I don't care how you feel about a coin. If there is a market trend, if there is a breakout opportunity, we will take that. We don't care about the coin, we care about money, and that's exactly what happened to XRP. XRP ended up breaking above a major wick high of 0.65. This was a very easy long position. Our first take profit on XRP is at 75 cents. Why 75 cents? Because that level acts as a very strong magnet. Now, I did mention to you to be careful about the wick highs because you can see XRP got close to 75, but then ended up rejecting. But if we look at how large of a consolidation XRP is in right now, if we do expect a breakout opportunity, it will be at 75 cents. Any break on XRP at 75 cents and we are going to see a massive squeeze, not only from a 4-hour perspective, but even a daily perspective. For those of you that don't remember, we traded XRP a long time ago in Telegram, a long time ago. And I said the same thing and I'll say it once again. XRP right now should be on everyone's order book. Everyone should be watching XRP because look, 75 cents has been tested multiple times. The last time XRP had a breakout opportunity, we squeezed into 93 cents in one 4-hour candlestick. Look at where Bitcoin is as of right now. These are areas of opportunity. XRP right now is heading into 75 cents. This is a nice scalp long position. You are scalping into that range. Best case scenario, it ends up breaking out. Then you squeeze on that move and ride the profits even more. But we are still, of course, scalping this market. But right now, XRP looks extremely good. Regardless of how you feel about the coin, once again, if there is money to be made, I will tell you where the money is. And right now on XRP, and I'll give you an example. Kendall asked a question. Pingu, can you talk about proper entries outside the 4-hour wicks? Like how to properly enter a trade? I'll talk about that in a second. But look at right now, look at XRP. So even if you were just trading the wicks, even if you were just trading the wick highs, 70 cents, that's your breakout opportunity. Now, let's talk about the overall trade setup. So what Kendall asked was, Pingu, can you talk about the proper entries outside 4-hour wick breaks? The reason why I have moved over to the 4-hour wick breaks is because right now it is extremely profitable and extremely easy to do. Very easy, very profitable, and the volatility is in our favor. That is why. When volatility stops, that's when you start changing your trading style. And you guys remember the trading style, but I will give you the 3 golden rules as to when to enter a position for a long position and a short position. Number 1, pay attention, okay? Number 1, the first entry area of opportunity that you have to see is you have to be using the exponential moving averages as support. That is number 1. If the trade isn't doing that, that is not an entry for a swing or an intraday position or anything. Number 2, you want to pay attention to the retest of resistance as support. And what I mean by that is you can see that on XRP right here at 56 cents, we had, number 1, we had the break of the exponential moving average. Number 2, we started to use it as support. Number 3, we broke out of resistance. Number 4, we have to use resistance as support. Think about it like this. Old resistance should turn into new support in order for you to have a proper confirmation. Once you see those 4 reasons play out, then you know we are only looking for long positions on XRP. This is just XRP. You can use it for any chart, of course, but for XRP. Now let's make it a little bit more of an advanced trading session, okay? A little bit more advanced. So now you have your 4 reasons, but now you're looking at the chart and it's breaking out. Then you get caught out here and you're like, shit, I don't know what to do. Well, make it very simple. So now let's assume you're here, okay? Let's assume the candlestick is here and you're looking at the chart. What would I do in this position? Well, number 1, I know that looking at XRP, 56 cents was used as resistance. Now it's being used as support. My number 1 reason to enter. Number 2 reason to enter. we were still holding above our exponential moving averages. Number 2. Number 3, we can see that XRP created this wick right here at 61 cents, right? So at 61 cents, market ended up breaking above. Yes, although you can see, and this is exactly why I teach you guys to scalp. This is a prime example. Pay attention. So you can see that, yes, XRP did in fact break out of the 61 cents. We saw a wick going into 63, right? Great, but look what happened next. The candle closed below, then we went back down, tested 59, and then we broke out. That is why we scalp. That is why we look for 4-hour trades on scalp positions, because that is what I'm worried about. Now, if you were someone, let's assume you were going to bed or you're going to the mall or you were doing something with your life and you saw this trade set up and you were like, oh my God, this is a long position, I'm entering along. Your entry was at 61, your stop loss would have been somewhere at 59. Let's just assume that was you. What happened next? You ended up getting stopped out, market came back, then we saw the massive squeeze. And now you're looking at the chart saying, man, why can't I get this? What am I doing wrong? Whatever. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just trying to play the overall move before it happens. You are getting greedy. If you are looking for a scalp position on a XRP, a wick high break, 90% of the time you are guaranteed profits on that breakout structure. Because again, all of these guys that entered shorts, they are now underwater. They're going to have to close. And if it's a major resistance, that's where you see a squeeze opportunity. But of course, if you are looking for an intraday position, you have 4 reasons down here to enter. What happens next? We see a wick high break. So then again, the market ends up coming down and now you're seeing a consolidation zone. What would I do in this sort of situation? I am only looking for long positions. Why? Because I know now, zooming out completely on the chart, I am zooming out and paying attention on the daily time frame. Keyword is daily time frame. I'm looking at the daily time frame and I'm saying, look at this. XRP has broken or used this level as resistance multiple times. It had used the same level on the daily structure multiple times as support. This is a major level. So I would pay attention to this and say if 0.75 is broken, if that level structure is broken, I am entering a massive long position. What happens next? We are scalping the market. Again, keyword, we are scalping the market. Reason why we are not intraday swinging anything at 0.75 is we still have to understand that level is still a resistance level. So when you are trading into resistance, you do not want to long on resistance. You want to scalp on resistance, because here's a prime example. Look at Ethereum. For those of you that, of course, were not paying attention to the wick high break and then assuming you entered the long swing position on Ethereum, now you are probably liquidated. And that's why, because you're entering a long position on Ethereum on a major resistance versus trading the scalp positions on the wick high break. Who do you think is going to make more money? The person who entered the long on 33.93 or the person that entered the long on the 34.11 break? There, of course, is quite a bit of range here. There's about a, give or take, a $20 range setup right here. $20 on Ethereum is a lot of money, folks, mostly during volatility. You will start to learn that the hard way after a bit. But that is why we are scalping ranges. I understand some of you are not good at scalping. Some of you are frustrated with scalping, and that's fine. The problem is you're either entering prematurely or, of course, you are increasing your leverage for no reason. The reason why the whales are winning, the reason why you are seeing these folks turn 5,000 into 150,000 or just 40,000, $50,000 profits is they're not doing anything special. The amount of people are asking me, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're not doing anything special. They're doing the exact thing that I'm telling them in Telegram. The only difference is they are not being emotional. A lot of you guys, I am noticing, are emotional. And I talked about this in the last live stream. If you have something coming up, if your bills are due, if your mortgage is due, or something is coming up and you need this money and you cannot live without it, then you are in the wrong field, my friend. You should not be leverage trading. You need to sit down with yourself. This is not something a get rich quick scheme. This is technical trading, and it's a double double-edged sword, because when the market reverses on you, you are not going to be the same person that can stomach a few moves towards the downside. The reason why a lot of people win is because they don't have emotions. That is the hardest part of trading. Getting to that point where you don't give a shit what the trade does, you know that it's going to happen, is how you win. If you are someone that is struggling with this, it is not the trades, my friends. It is not the trades. It is you at the end of the day in a game behind psychological. I can give you a perfect example of this about HBAR, okay? Let me talk to you quickly about HBAR. Yesterday, I told you guys, look, if 0.059 ends up breaking, we are going to see a squeeze, right? So you can see 0.59 actually broke. We saw a squeeze into 0.06. Nice little scalp opportunity. Market came down. This morning, we had some ETF news on HBAR. Market saw a massive squeeze. This is the hard part now. This is where a lot of traders struggle. I sent the trade to you at around 0.063. So I sent the trade right here. So I'm just going to draw a quick little line for you so everyone is understanding where the trade was sent. So let's assume right there, we're going to name this one. We're going to call it, no, not pink. We'll call this, give me a second, guys. Let's say, what, purple. Okay, purple. There's our trade. Okay, everyone can follow along better now. So So there's our trade setup. And now that you can see that, yes, HBAR did see a squeeze into 0.068. So if you entered a scalp long position here, you are riding the moveset here. The problem is, and this is not just, now again, I'm not picking on anyone. I'm trying to raise awareness here for you guys. The problem is some of you hesitated. Some of you hesitated because at 0.063 the trade was sent. At 0.065 it was level. Although the target was at 0.068, you assumed that, oh, it's already over, I'm not going to enter. But then what happens? You enter after it continues to squeeze. You FOMO, you start panicking, then you start entering. That's why most of you are losing. It happens on Doge all the damn time. On Doge yesterday in the video, I said, look, if Doge ends up breaking above this zone, most peak level is 0.45. Let me talk about Doge real quick, right? It's not rocket science, guys. There's nothing special that I'm doing here where you're like, oh, how does he do this? It's nothing special. Look at Doge, okay? So on Doge, I mentioned if 0.34 breaks, the next major resistance is going to be around 0.44 to 0.45. Why did I say that? Well, look at previous price analysis. What are these right here? I still have the circles drawn from yesterday's video. 1, 2, or let me delete the circle so you can actually see. Look at these wicks. Do you think that these wicks are just there for a random reason? No, they're not. These wicks were placed for a reason. And you can see 1, 2, 3. Look at the support level wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0.44633. Where did Doge reverse yesterday? Where did we see a reversal? Look at this. 0.441. Basically, like if you're really counting penny, it's like, sure. But look, it wasn't rocket science. Nothing was special here. Doge ended up hitting that level and then reversing. Why do you guys think I always sit here and talk to you all day long about wicks? Wicks are very important on 4-hour time frames. They tell you a story. Every wick tells you a story. Where buyers were and where sellers were. And the wick on Doge wasn't something special. This wick was guaranteed where we would have, if we were to see that level structure, that would have been the exhaustion point. Doge is now exhausted. You can see I didn't say go long on Doge today, right? I said be wary of the 20 exponential moving average. The reason why, and again, some of you probably saw the setup here and you're like, oh, well, Pingo, it came back. Why are we not long? The reason why is because now that we've hit 0.44 on a daily structure in wicks, if the market ends up coming down like this and then breaks, you basically longed the top of 44 cents when in the past few days we came from 19 cents. You are getting liquidated, my friend. That's what's going to happen. That is a harsh reality of it. That's why I always tell you guys, look, it's much better just waiting for the wick high to break and then entering a long position. We don't know how much profit is going to come from it. Yes, I understand. But looking at previous price analysis, it gives you a better understanding. For example, looking at Doge, 0.34 or 0.35 was a major resistance, right? And I told you guys that yesterday's video. That is a major resistance. Let's pay attention to these wicks now. Look at these circles that I've drawn. I'm going to go ahead and delete them and I'll draw the line for you again so everyone's understanding. look at these little circles, right? Look at these wicks, what happened. So Doge ended up breaking above this wick at 0.35. Sure, right? So 0.35 ended up breaking. What happened next on Doge? We knew that if that level structure is pushing towards the upside, so yesterday's video, 0.29, whatever, we ended up hitting at 0.35. We saw a little pullback, but then the market started pushing back above again. Now, if I'm sitting here and I'm looking for a trade setup on Doge, and then I notice, oh, whoa, look, what's going on here? The wick high just ended up breaking. If I'm looking at it now and I'm saying, okay, wait, Doge just ended up breaking 0.35 while the EMAs were being used as support and a wick high was broken, what would I think? Where's the next profit zone? The next profit zone is at 0.44. It's not hard. I just go to my daily, zoom back, and just look at where the next few wicks were at 0.44. Okay, cool. Now in my head, I know that that's the next take profit level. Does that mean that the trade setup is going to just squeeze all the way in one candle to 0.44? No. You can see we got to 0.41, and then the next candle, we ended up hitting 0.44. But does it matter? Does it matter if you entered along here? Here? No. You profited every single way towards the upside. We didn't swing though, because we didn't know if Doge was going to hit that wick or we were going to see a flush opportunity. Would I have said that if the exponential moving averages were being used as support? Would I have said that otherwise? No, because if they're using as support, then we have more reasons to go long on Doge. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? There is multiple things you have to watch before you enter a position. I have been watching some of you trade. I'm not talking to the whales. You guys already know how I feel about you. I'm talking to those in the mentorship groups that are free, of course, but I'm talking to you, those in there. The reason why I don't answer some of your questions is because they are pointless questions, and I'm not being a dick. If in the main chat I say, okay, we're going to be watching this level, I'm not going to answer you if I say no longs on Doge until the 20 EMA is hit. And then you ask me, okay, Pingu, it's not hitting the 20, can I long? I'm not going to answer to you because, again, you're not listening to me. If I tell you, the reason why I tell you things is because I'm trying to protect you. If I tell you, if I was one of those traders or YouTubers that said, okay, guys, we're on the 9 EMA, we're going long, every single long, Greek, red, long. Bro, who's going to make money like that? No one. No one's making shit. Everyone's losing at that point, right? First red candle I see, it's going to be like, okay, first red candle, guys, we're going long. No, that's not how this works. There has to be multiple confluences for us to enter a position, multiple. And I don't see it right now on Doge. I don't see it right now on Ethereum. I just saw it on Bitcoin. But again, with Bitcoin, we're near all-time high. It's going to be volatile. But this is your new wick opportunity, 89.9. If that level structure ends up breaking, we long. Make it simple. Make it simple. We don't know with Bitcoin because it's at all-time high. We don't know where the next level is. We don't know where the next pullback is. But the market is showing its hand. The market is saying we're still bouncing on the exponential moving averages. We're squeezing higher, and these are being used as resistance. 9 out of 10 times, we see a breakout. But if the market breaks below the 9 EMA, then most likely we flush. Why are we not entering a trade on the 9 EMA? Well, if the market decides to end up breaking, then you're liquidated. Again, the whole point of the conversation comes back to don't be liquidated. Don't be liquidated. And yeah, no, and Zakaria, you're right. Every time I get you on your live, you sound frustrated. I am frustrated, but I'm frustrated because I'm very passionate about this, and I'm passionate about making you guys money. That's why I'm frustrated, because I see this on a daily basis. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to help some people, because I'm sitting here yelling on YouTube trying to explain to you why we are not entering some trade setups, and then people go and do the same thing. They go end up doing the trade, then they say, oh my god, Pingu, I lost everything. What do? I don't know. It's on you now. Or, oh my god, Pingu, I'm on Shiba. Why are you on Shiba? Or like someone's like, well, I'm trading Myro. Or I'm trading I'm trading some next meme coin. I don't know how to help you. If I don't post it in the main chat, it means I'm not watching it. Like, for example, HBAR. I sent HBAR, we squeezed. I said, okay guys, 0.068, take profit hit. If you ended up holding take to HBAR on your own, you are now underwater and you basically longed the top. But we hit the profits. I always tell you guys, look, take profit hit, zone hit, LOL, wow, no way. I always say that. That should be a reason for you to start looking at profits. Yesterday, someone messaged me and said, hey, I'm up 25% on my trade. Can you look at it? And I looked at it and it was like 3 grand profit. And he's like, but this is the bull run. Can I keep holding? Come on, man. You're up 3 grand. You're up someone's salary in like 10 minutes. And now you're questioning if you should continue holding the trade setup. It makes no sense to me. You guys are making so much money. Just take it. Just take the money and call it a day. That's why, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not trying to be a dick. The reason why the whales are winning, the reason why is because when it's time to touch grass, they know it's time to go outside. Today is not a market favorable condition for us. Ethereum is not a market favorable condition for us. The only trade setups today were XRP and HBAR, the only 2 trade setups. XRP will still continue rallying, but of course, it's a scalp position. If you missed the 0.7 break, if you missed the 0.65 break, am I entering a long position here? No. If it starts to push back up, sure, I can do a risk analysis and say, okay, 0.75. Now, if 0.75 ends up breaking, then yes, it's a breakout trade. You can enter a long position. But again, this is depending on your trading style. If you're someone that wants to swing a position, then swing, but swing on the exponential moving averages. If you don't get that, then don't swing. It's the reality of things. You guys need to, I'm tired of explaining it. Sit down with yourselves and look at what you're making the mistakes of. Because this week, if you have not been profitable, I'm being genuinely honest with you. If you have not made money in the past 2 weeks in crypto leveraging, it is not for you. You are doing something wrong, and I'm being the harsh reality of it. Sit down with yourself and look at what you're doing, because I know you're overtrading. I know you're overtrading. I see it. I know some of you are trading 5-6 times a day for no reason. I know you're looking at other pairs for no reason. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. But please, guys, please, I'm trying to protect you. This is not a market you want to be stuck and get caught out on. It is not a time to be guessing. It is not a time. Because I promise you, if there is going to be a flush, it will happen in 10 seconds and a lot of you will end up losing a lot of money. So yes, I am not going to send you swing positions. I'm not going to send you intraday positions. We are going to scalp. We're going to continue scalping. Why? Because it works. It's working. I see it's working. I can see it. I see everyone's P&L on the board. I see it. I know what's working and what's not working. If everyone was negative, I would say, all right, time to switch it up, guys. I don't think this is working. But everyone is profitable. Well, most people, I'd say 90% of the chat right now is profitable. The remainder are not. And the remainder are not because either they are new or, of course, they are emotional people. And that's okay. That's a learning process. It's going to take time, guys. The worst thing you can do is give up. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to get stuck in a position. It's okay to make a mistake. But don't make the same mistake twice or 3 times. That is where you struggle. If you make a mistake and you get caught out on a position, or you get early on a position, and I didn't say break or anything, that's okay. It happens. But if you don't learn from that, then the next day you're taking trades on your own and then you do something stupid, well, that's on you. So I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna read the chat again. Bonk is up 30%. Okay, let's all look together at Bonk. I don't even trade Bonk. I'm not a fan of it. I know dog coins all push together. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, like look at Bonk. Okay, so let's talk about Bonk. Look, I have a magical line here. All right, Bonk. Let's go ahead. Let's try analyzing this. So on Bonk, on the 4-hour time frame, we just broke out of 0.328181. But again, right? So now if I'm looking at this trade setup right now, there's a few things that I'm going to be watching. Number one, this is where I would enter a trade right there. If I was trading Bonk, it would be at 368491. The reason why is because that level has a lot more wicks to it. Right now, the current level 328, whatever it is, there's too much noise. There's too much noise. Look at this. Look how much noise there is. And I'll show you guys a perfect example of this, right? So let me zoom in for you guys. Look at all the noise in here. Look at all of this, right? So then we broke up, then we broke down, then we broke up, then we broke down, then we broke up, then we broke down, then we broke up, then we broke. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But when we had a breakout structure of 368491, look what happened. Every single time we broke above that level, it was a nasty candle. It was a nasty long position. There's one example. Here's the second example. Same example, nasty candle towards the upside. So yes, if I'm trading Bonk and I see your messages, I know you want me to go ahead and be like, okay guys, everyone long, everyone trade long. No, it's not going to work like that. There's a level in my head, and if it breaks it, I send it. If there's no level, if I don't see a level, I don't care. I don't. The only trade, I will be honest with you, the only trade that I have definitely messed up on, and it's not even a trade. It's not like I said, okay, guys, long, and we were wrong. No, I just missed out on this. It was Cardano. I genuinely just, it was there. It was in the back of my head, but I didn't send it. And because, again, I'm one guy. I'm overwhelmed. There's like 40 different charts I'm staring at all day trying to make you guys money. I'm one person. If you saw the trade, then you should have taken it. But I can't be on top of everything. It's too overwhelming. So that's, yes. If I'm saying we're long on Bitcoin, then we're long on Cardano too, right? But right now, look at Cardano. It tells you a story. Right now, Bitcoin is struggling, but Cardano, right? You can see that we're in between the exponential moving averages. Would I be long on Cardano? No, because this is a rejection formation. This is what you call a BART. So that's why I'm telling you guys, be careful today. Do not look for long positions today. Because if Bitcoin and Ethereum break the exponential moving averages, you are going to have a very nice time of getting absolutely destroyed. Sit back, let the market do its thing. Don't be greedy. Don't give up your weekly gains and just chill. Go outside. Some of you guys need hobbies. And I know, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I was like you. 4 years ago, I would sit here for 18 hours a day staring at one chart. Guys, do you understand the level of psychological you have to be, or psychotic, sorry, where you're sitting at one chart for 18 hours a day? That was me with Bitcoin. I was so determined to try to figure this out where I was not eating, not sleeping. I was paying attention to wicks. I was paying attention to candle closes. I was paying attention to everything. And yes, it paid off. 7 years later, it paid off. But was it worth it? No, it's not. There's a different level. And I keep telling you guys, I am here to do the legwork for you. I am here to give you guys the trades for you for free. For free. I don't charge. I'm giving them for free. All I want from you is to chill and just relax. When there's a trade, there's a trade. If there's not, then there's not. Don't force yourselves to trade. And again, I'm not talking to everyone. I know some of you are very profitable traders in here and you don't necessarily even need me, but you like trading with the trades that I give. That's cool. But for the rest of you that are not, chill, yo, relax. It's okay. If you miss a trade, it's not the end of the world. You don't need to make back your $500 that you lost last week. It's not the end of the world. All right. Last but not least, I already talked about Doge, so I'll talk about Doge later tonight. And yeah, all I'm doing, like I said, all we're doing today, everyone, all 85 of you paying attention, XRP. This is the only trade that's left. And Bonk. If you really want to trade Bonk, go for it. But XRP is the only one that I'm watching for 75 cents. If that breaks, it squeezes. Otherwise, no trades. No trades on Ethereum. No trades on Bitcoin, unless Bitcoin breaks 89.9. Ethereum, no question about it. We're not trading Ethereum. There's no trade at all on Ethereum. Like nothing. I'm not going to be like, there's nothing. Doge, no trades. There's no trade on Doge. I'm sorry. For those that don't want to hear it, there's no trade on Doge. If Doge ends up breaking 446, then go ahead long. Otherwise, there's no trade. Cool. So what am I going to do now for the next 4 hours? Go do something with your lives. For real. Like go outside, go do something else, whatever. Set your alerts on your chart. You don't have to sit there and wait for everything to come to you. And then call it a day. Cool? Everyone good with that? Yeah, exactly, Zakaria, right. Okay, cool. The Casper, no, I'm not going to do Casper. Because again, there's a lot of coins I won't talk about because again, there's just noise. There's just too much, there's just too many charts and coins, and once I start, then it's just never ending. So no offense, but it's not worth my time. Again, like I look for big plays, big coins, big things. Lastly, just want to look at something. Okay, never mind. I was interested in this Litecoin. I always pay attention to Litecoin. You guys know me. I like Litecoin, but I always pay attention to it. It tells a story. Pepe. I don't even know if I have Pepe on this chart. I do, right there. Yeah, so Pepe, so same thing, right? So you guys want to talk about memes. The thing about meme coins, the reason why I don't talk about them a lot is because of the volatility aspect to it. There's just too much volatility. But look, the wick high was around this area, right, 1376. Yesterday, we saw the breakout. We saw a squeeze into 1488. Very nice trade opportunity. But right now, we're still fighting for it. Technically speaking, this is a long. This is a long position because the exponential moving averages are being used as support. We continue to test a major resistance. But the fight is the volatility problem. This is the problem right now. So if I were to make this easy for you, I would say just draw a line here and just wait. Best case scenario, you squeeze into the highs of 17. Worst case scenario, you squeeze into the highs of 1576. Okay, cool. So that's your trade setup. But if you want to be aggressive and you want to be a degenerate, then go ahead and long on resistance, because if that breaks and squeezes, then you are up a lot of money. But again, it's a meme coin. There's going to be volatility with it. I don't want to hear anyone say, I went 20x long with Pepe and I'm liquidated. I don't care. That's on you. 5x, 3x, maybe 6x max. Like max. But your liquidation has to obviously not be right on the exponential moving average. So trade accordingly. Cool? All right. Litecoin story. Yeah. So the story with Litecoin is Litecoin will always tell you when the market is about to top or when the market is at a bottom. Because at the end of a cycle, when the cycle is about to end, Litecoin is the last to pump. So that's why I always keep an eye on Litecoin. If Litecoin starts, and I don't mean like a 10% gain. No. I mean when it was like at $60 and it runs to $400 in like a week. That's when you know that is the last week or last 2 weeks of the cycle and it's time to disappear. So yeah, right? We're not even close to it. That's why I always say, people always say, oh, bull run this, bull run that. I just look at Litecoin. It's been my indicator for the past like 7-8 years. For those of you that have been in crypto, you know this already. It's a perfect indicator and it still works. So yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, man, like I've been doing, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, let's just put it into perspective. Like I have, let me see here. We have gained we're at 1,875 Telegram members and we're at 7,400 YouTube subscribers. So can you imagine the amount of workload for me has increased? And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. It's a lot harder for me, for most of you that have been in this channel for a very long time. I don't need to sit there and repeat the same things to you anymore. It's time to grow up. It is. It's time to focus on things that are matter. Like, if I told you something 3 months ago and you come to me with the same question, I'm not answering you. Because now I have 400 more people that I have to look after. So again, don't be upset that I don't answer your questions. It's because they're dumb questions. And not every question is dumb. I will answer the ones that are genuinely trying to ask. But if I say no trade on Ethereum and then you tag me and say Pingu traded on Ethereum, I'm not helping you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay? Anyways, so yes. XRP, Pepe, Bonk, sure. You can do, but XRP for sure is a good trade setup. This is a nice long position to 7.5. 7.5 breaks, you squeeze, and you long again. Everything else right now, chill. Relax, don't touch. Just let them come to you. Okay? No. Yeah, exactly, Dexter. No question is a dumb question. Everyone is learning here, and that's totally cool. The problem is, if I say something and then you do the opposite, that's when it becomes a dumb question. So I hope that makes sense. All right, guys, I'm out. I got stuff to do. I got to drink water. My throat is dying. I'm like gasping for air over here. So yeah, you guys enjoy your days. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry, before you leave. So quick little check. 1 sec. Everyone stay with me for a second. 1 sec. Everyone stay with me. Stay with me for a second. Okay. Let me see something. 1 sec. It is important. Let me see where we're at. Okay, yeah. So guys, okay, we are rank 5. We are rank 5 on the leaderboard for volume on Blowfin for the competition of $1 million. So we're rank 5. I don't know if the team P&L has updated yet. No, it hasn't. Okay, so team P&L hasn't updated. But yes, we as a team, so everyone that's on Blowfin right now trading, we're in a competition with everyone else on the platform. We are rank 5. Do you understand what level that puts us? We are rank 5 on the platform, which is massive. So, assuming at the end of the month, if we stay in the rank 5, 2, 3, we are going to make a shit ton of money. They're going to pay us a lot of money. So yeah, link in the bio if you haven't signed up for Blowfin. I'll quickly send it in Telegram here because it's a different link if you want to register and join the competition. So here you go. I'm going to send it in Telegram real quick. This is the competition. Sign up and join our team because there's 160 of us right now, but some people have like 1,000 people. But obviously the whales are doing their part, but I would appreciate everyone came and did their part, because if it's $1 million prize pool and we get 40% of that, so the way it works is if the exchange as a whole gets to 25 billion volume, which isn't much for an exchange. That means every single pair, every single trade ever taken on the exchange within a month. If it gets to there, they have a prize pool of $1 million. Now, the way it works is we as a team, we will get 40% of that $1 million depending on where we rank. And that's based on volume. Number two, 35% of that pool is going to be given to the top traders on my team. So those of you that are just profiting, you are going to be making a shit ton of more money. Then 15% of that is going to be given individually to you guys, not as a team, individually based on your metric. So it's pretty damn cool. I would highly suggest you join the team and play with us because it is very fun. Ladies and gentlemen, XRP is moving. Please don't forget about this trade setup. Very simple, long opportunity. If we play the break, it squeezes. I'm going to quickly send a message in the chat again just because I'm so damn busy. Hold on. Please watch XRP for break of 0.75. We are looking for longs in live stream right now. Okay. So I sent the message so now no one has an excuse if, oh my god, Pingu, I missed a trade. Okay. Cool. Everyone understand? So XRP is the only thing we want to watch. If you want to play the aggressive long, you can enter here because again, 0.75 is going to be the main level. If 0.75 ends up breaking, then XRP is going to squeeze. I'm not a fan of this coin, but I will not ignore simple price action. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this massive consolidation that is about to play out because this might be the same Doge trade that a lot of us made money on. Please watch XRP. Be aggressive. I don't want to hear, Pingu 0.75 broke, I'm going to enter long, and then it goes to 0.77. Pingu, I'm underwater. I don't want to hear that shit. Be aggressive. Set your stop losses up as it continues pushing higher. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. I will upload Doge within the next 2 or 3 hours. I'm going to go play some Fortnite and just de-stress because I'm always stressing about this shit. But yeah, peace out. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. I hope to see you on my team for Blowfin. I would like to win this competition for us. It is definitely a big flex because all the big YouTubers are right now competing. And I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but I got the best people with me. So I appreciate that if you can, hop on the team. And yeah, peace out. Thanks so much. And see ya. Enjoy your day, guys. Peace out.